AITAH for threatening to quit my job if my dad continues what he's doing. For some background, I, 16F, have lived with my dad, 64M, for about a year now. My parents are divorced and I am not close with my mother. I'm going into my senior year, I'm graduating a year early, and start school again in a week or so. Last year in November, I began working at a restaurant as a hostess to save up for a car. I take the bus to and from school, as well as to work, and a car would save me a lot of time. I make minimum wage, and I pull in a little over $1,000 a month after taxes. I put about 60–70% of that into savings and spend the rest on various things like going out with friends or Funko Pops. In February of this year, my dad told me since I was making so much money I needed to start contributing to the household. At first this was fine. He asked that I pay for my phone bill and utilities. We rent from a family member so utilities are discounted, and my phone bill isn't too expensive either. Both things are about $200. With this I was saving less so I still had spending money, but still had set aside $400 to $500 every month for the car. In July he decided I needed to pay a portion of the rent. I tried to argue with him on that but he threatened to close my account, which he can do because he opened it for me. I had to start giving him $500 on top of the $200 a month, totaling $700 a month. With the $300 I had left I saved $200 for the car and kept $100. I was pretty fed up at this point, but it gets worse. I have some cash in a jar in my room, in case I go do something that you can't use a card for. I had about $300 in the jar from several months. Last week I came home from work and the jar is empty. When I asked my dad he said that since I'm his daughter he's entitled to the money I make. I was furious. I told him he had to give it back but he had already spent it on some BS Amazon purchases. Lucky me, he told me he wanted $100 extra a month because I shouldn't have that much money just for me. So after all this, I'm only pulling in $200 a month, that's if I don't save any. Last night I told my dad I was going to give my 2 weeks notice. I work hard and I'm exhausted, it isn't worth the few $100s I get. He was absolutely furious and said that I owe it to him to contribute to the household. I go to work in a few hours and I'm planning on letting them know I won't be continuing. So, AITAH, TDLR. My dad takes the majority of my salary for himself, and working is no longer worth it, so I'm quitting my job.